level, I don't know, and that will be determined for at least a month. That's why I'm kind of not looking at for a surprise and just trying to be real about it, and until we get a lot more information and data, we're saying that he is going to come back and work on his masters. It's going to be kind of cool. I think his mindset is a lot better than even last year. It was a difficult year for him, and so he's going to be a leader in that locker room one way or another, but hopefully it's going to be by playing something.
Obviously, this is such a strange offseason. The draft is going to be, October 16th. The deadline for guys to stay or come back is, I believe, in August. As a coach, you got guys coming in, still don't know for sure. I assume Tillman's, who knows, not going to come back. Aaron Henry's still up in the air. I mean, as a coach, what does it leave you with? Like, what goes through your mind with all this uncertainty?
Well, you said it best. It's, and we have not worked very well with the NBA. I mean, if there's something I like to see improve since the day I've gotten here is, the relationship with college and NBA and football is really, really good. Basketball, I think it's really poor, to be honest with you. I mean, we had a date about August 3rd, which was going to get a chance to go kind of till the end, and then, but still get into school, and that we thought that was pretty fair, even though it's still very difficult for us because you're going almost for the summer. Knowing if Xavier or Aaron will be here. And, other schools have the same issues. I think Michigan has one. I think Ohio State had two or something. So that's a very difficult thing, both for the players. You have to have out. Thank God both my guys are here, and at least they're doing what they're supposed to do. But it is difficult, and with all the rules that have changed in basketball, transfer rules, and sorry to say the whole joke, I'd say it worse, but we're on radio. And the G League, I don't know. I mean, if it was such a good deal, they're paying guys pretty big money, they can't get anybody voted. I just don't understand why we don't get together with the NBA and work closer. And a lot of my friends in the NBA would agree with that, but for some reason, it's been kind of adversarial in its own way. And, all we want is what's best for the kids. And sometimes we got to realize that there's a business, and, we get accused of using kids, and then start to wonder who's using them, because the NBA thing is a tough deal. You think about 180 kids still in the draft or whatever it is. There's 360 spots. Those are underclassmen. So somebody's getting fooled by two, whatever, and that's for agents and all those people come in, and it makes it very difficult on the kids, very difficult on the coaches. And, all I care about at the end of the day, listen, if Xavier's good enough to go, it can work out for him, there'll be nobody happier about me. But at the same time, when all of us have gone through some kids that have made poor decisions, once those decisions are made, sometimes they're life-changing decisions, and that part is sad.
Talking to Tom Izzo here on 97 Weather Ticket. Do you know right now who your point guard is going to be when the season starts? Your starting point guard, or is it not up for grabs? But are you kind of curious to see who comes back and kind of takes over that role?
One of you two guys have an interest, is that why you're asking the question?
I don't think I have any interest. My eligibility's one. I'm sorry, it's what
Yeah,
you
my is too, and I have no lateral movement.
More athletic ability. Guys, I think it's a fair and good question. And, we're hoping Boston Boyer takes a big step up this year, which he's had a pretty good off-season. His dad being a coach, it's been a little different for him. We think Rocket Rod can play a variety of positions, and I think he's game to, play the 1, 2, or 3. It's kind of he can play more than one position, and we brought in a kid, AJ Hobart, who is kind of that same boat. He can play the 2 and the 1 or the 3. I mean, it's not anything that I could sit here and say I feel the greatest about, and that's a pretty important position. Outside of it, if Xavier comes back, and those guys come back, that. But you're right. It makes for this summer where you're looking to really give guys work there and a chance, and that will be semi-eliminated right now.
Well, with all the stuff going on this summer, we'll get to maybe the COVID in a little bit, but the Black Lives Matter, I'm sure you've had discussions with your team over the years. What went through your mind when you see what was going on last 4 weeks?
Yeah, you know, guys, it's, I mean, I feel I spend a lot of time in the inner cities and around different people, and I've always felt I got a good relationship, but when I saw what with George Floyd, it sickened. I said it did, it was real, and it was disappointing, but it was disgusting. And I don't care, you know, I have to agree with everybody. None of us know all the things that happen, but a human life is a human life, and we're treating it like it's nothing. And there's some issues, but as Jen Heathcliff, my old boss, used to say, there's bad everything, you know. I mean, we've learned that society's got bad people as police officers, they have bad people as presidents, they have bad people as teachers, administrators. Hell, we've learned that there's the bad clergy. Whoever thought would be this day when we were questioning priests, and we are. And but this is human life, and you know, it just. Listen, I learned lessons too, and I'm still learning at this age. I said to my team, I had a lot of Zoom calls, and then when I got them here, I met with them outside, legal or illegal, because I thought I had an obligation to talk to them. I talked to some of our former players, from the Fleeces to the Smiths to the Kelters, the Magics, and all the guys before, and I did talk to all those people to try to get a good feel, and what I realized is I wasn't real happy with the Colin Kaepernick thing. When it happened, you know, I guess like a lot of people, I looked at it as, what are we doing? You know, the flag, all this stuff. And yet, as I look back on it, how ignorant am I? Because that was a peaceful protest. Because back, guys, my girl and I were in junior high school and everything. You know, and the hippies and the Woodstock. I went and looked up some pictures that I showed for players. There were a lot of white people. They weren't kneeling at the flag, they were burning it. And then it really hit home to me, and I said, you know, like I am not into I'm into all the peaceful protests. I'm not into the burning, but I'm also trying to figure out how many times you try to get something done. And yet, if there's a silver spoon in this some way, it's I've never seen so many white people, black people, Hispanic people marching together in the peaceful protest. And to me, that is progress that I hope will, I don't hope will continue. It has to be.
Tom, always great talking to you. Thanks so much for the perspective, and enjoy whatever break you have, and we'll talk to you soon.
We'll check in again in a few weeks, maybe. Who knows?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, check in on you in a few weeks.
Yeah, thanks for taking out the garbage so I don't get the problems. All right, make sure I do that.
There you go.
Keep your son away from Harper's. I'm trying to keep my daughter away when she goes up there.
Well, maybe I'll see if my son and your daughter can go somewhere else together. So think of it that way.
Okay.
Maybe me and you will be somebody someday. All right. You guys take care.
All right, well, matchmaking on the Jamie and Stoney show. I'm sure Jessica would appreciate that.
Izzo is going to regret. Izzo's going to regret ever having said that. Jamie and Stoney, 97 won the ticket.
Drive forward at Kelly and Van Dyke Dodge in Warren to get a brand new Ram 1500 priced at $28,500. Incredible! VanDykeDodge.com. This is the Frost family. They live on a piece of land they call Leader Pasture, and they work out behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. With its durable construction and features that hook up to dozens of attachments with ease, no job is too tough. The Frost family runs with us, because this is more than just land. It's home. Nothing runs like a deer.
These 10 locations in Bad Axe, Bertrand, Burton, Carroll, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlin, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Health is a journey. We're all just trying to find ways to reduce stress and improve our physical and mental health. But what about financial health? At TCF Bank, they want you to feel good about your money. It's why they offer free checking, savings, and digital banking tools. Because taking care of your finances is taking care of your health. Learn more at tcfbank.com/self-care. TCF Bank, helping you take care of you. No monthly fees for active free checking accounts with e-statements. Member FDIC.
Businesses are starting to bounce back. But what if you could do better than that? What if you could adapt, deliver, and succeed in new ways with new customers? At Comcast Business, we're committed to helping you not just bounce back, but bounce forward with one of our best offers ever. Get a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution for only $29.95 a month for 3 months with a 2-year agreement. It'll help you stay ahead with a network you can count on. Stay connected with 24/7 support and thrive with flexible solutions that work wherever you are. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go online today to find out more. Plus, ask about other offers to get a prepaid card worth up to $500. Comcast Business. Offer in 7/5/2020. Restrictions apply. Limited to new Comcast Business 100 megabits internet and one voice mobility line customers. Early termination fee applies. After 3 months, enrollment in EcoBill and auto-pay required. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra. Subject to change.
Did you recently lose your job, get divorced, or have another life change that caused you to lose your health insurance? If so, you need to call me, Mike Pepper of National Benefit Plans. I shop every health insurance carrier across the country, making sure you get the best possible rate. I will be there every step of the way. I not only follow up throughout the underwriting process, I also follow up with you each and every year. You will not have to deal with the marketplace or the insurance company. My team takes care of that for you. Call me now at 877-734-2200 or on the web at nbphealth.com. And remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime.
Reaching out to a friend about their mental health can feel awkward, which is why it helps to have something to break the ice. You could go for a walk or grab a slice of pizza, and if you're not driving, you could even use this commercial break to text them. See? That was easy. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Find more ways to help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the Jet Foundation.
Mom, delivery!
You've been loading up on things from Walmart.
Yeah, I use my Capital One Walmart Rewards card. I earn 5% cash back on everything I buy at Walmart.com.
Say what?
5% back.
Say what?
5% back. Say what now?
5% back!
With what? The Capital One Walmart Rewards card. I earn unlimited rewards, including 5% cash back at Walmart.com. What's in your wallet?
Terms and exclusions apply. Capital One NA.
Hey, it's Jeff Rieger from the Wojo and Rieger Show, and I like to think I can take care of my car. When I need to install new wiper blades or change my brake pads, I head to AutoZone. AutoZone is free same-day pickup in more than 5,700 locations, so you can grab what you need today in-store or curbside, or maybe your project can wait a couple days, in which case AutoZone is free next-day delivery on over 100,000 parts when you spend $35. Just order by 10 p.m. How great is that? Visit AutoZone.com to start your job fast. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Imagine a coffee cup. It may seem small, but it comes from a small business, one of thousands on eBay, powered by millions of people, all working to get you exactly what you want. That's no small thing. That's everything. Get your thing on eBay.
October 13th, 2012, the Detroit Tigers play the New York Yankees. It's ALCS Game 1. In baseball history again. Brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Tomorrow at 2 on 97.1 The Ticket.
You're listening to the best of the Jamie and Sonny Show on 97.1 The Ticket.
Tigers baseball, we can now officially say, is coming back, which means that our next guest gets to talk to us every couple of weeks or so, at least, so I'm sure he's thrilled with that development. It is Tiger manager Ron Gardenhire on 97.1 The Ticket. Hey, Ron.
Guys, what's up?
How you doing, man?
All right. That's fucking a duck.
Chucking and ducking. Well, we obviously have a lot of questions to ask you, and I just want to apologize up front because I'm sure, I don't know if you have all the answers, because I'm guessing you're kind of trying to figure this out as we are too, or if you have a pretty good handle on where baseball stands, where the Tigers stand as you head into spring training.
going to happen once this testing starts. We all get up there and start going through the test. Got to get to that part just to be able to get in the clubhouse. So it starts there, then we go.
First of all, where are you right now? Are you still down in Florida? Are you coming up? And where are the players going to live during all this?
Well, I think they've got some places set up for the ball club, for the players and stuff that will allow them to go into. And of course, some people have been up there and have their places. And I've already started looking to where I've been living. Haven't done anything yet, but I've talked to them. So, we're all just kind of figuring it out. But the club is setting things up for us while we get into town and start this process. And ultimately, I guess the guys will probably go find their places later.
And then once the season starts, will you be able to live with your wife, live at home, come to the ballpark like you normally do, or is that still to be determined?
Yeah, yes it will, because they're going to, we test your wife too. Got that set up where we can take care of your family and everything like that. And, like I said, it's very in-depth. There's a lot to it as we speak. I've been sitting here reading these things over and over again that they've set out, all the protocols, going through everything. Like I said, I'm flying up there, and Monday's going to be the day where we start doing our testing. So, it's coming, and we'll see how it all goes.
There's a question. Are you worried at all? Because they always talk about the people like I'm pretty much in your age bracket, but people over the age of 60, and you have some, pre-existing conditions, you have prostate cancer. Does any of this stuff worry you that maybe we shouldn't be doing this?
Well, I mean, sure, it raises thoughts. You definitely think about it. It's scary because you've seen what has happened in this country, in the world, and how many people have lost their lives to this thing. So it's very serious. And anytime you have something like this, there's concern. I'm concerned. And the more you read about stuff, you're going over it. But I'm committed to these guys, and baseball's committed to making it as safe as they possibly can. And if everybody adheres to everything they're telling us, I think we'll be okay. But there's no guarantees. We all know that's going on.
We are talking to Tiger manager Ron Gardenhire here on 97 on the ticket. Do we know yet where you guys will play your games? Will it be at Comerica Park? Will you have a designated home park, or all the stadiums are going to be business as usual, and all MLB teams will be playing from their MLB parks?
Yeah, it'll be all right. I'm excited to get out of Florida because despite where we got there, Michigan's been really good. So I thought during most of the ball clubs, I think almost all have gone to the home ball clubs. During the spring training, I guess there's probably too many spring training games. We had thought about it at first, but then as travel and all those things, to the closest places, which would be like Cleveland or something like that. So we'll probably do a lot of
starting route to 6213 Stahelan Avenue.
5 or 6 innings, and we go from there. By
In
the end of it,
3.8 miles, keep right to merge onto
Season
M10 south toward
60 game. I don't
I-696
know if
east.
Sparky was the one who coined the phrase, but everybody has used it. Baseball is a marathon, not a sprint. Well, you just flip that over, right? Because it's a sprint, not a marathon. How weird is it going to be? How important, more than ever, is a good start?
No, that's what we talked about, during the phone call and everything. I talked to Al about it, how important it is, and my coaches, that we get these guys ready to have to go to day one to these 60 games. It can be fun. It's, some teams, for the ones that got the better chance, we feel pretty good at our point. What we like, they were doing when we were swinging, which we were going pretty good. We have now 15 members, some guys that waiting on the wings, and there's a lot of good things. We have a lot of power players that we just drafted, and guys that are coming up to us. So there's a lot of good things going on. Fortunately, we're short the season and everything, but this could be fun.
You know that we love asking about the young guys. A lot of people love asking about the young guys. Where do they start the season? There's no real minor leagues this year, so they're either pitching for the Detroit Tigers or they're pitching simulated games in Toledo. Is that the plan
these guys up?
Well, I mean, yes, it will be for our front office, but not for me.
There's a battle.
I don't really worry about that stuff. I mean, I get it. Believe me, I've been in the game a long time and I understand, all this, service time and all that. But I just know that when we need a player and these guys are ready and they've earned it, then we should give them that shot. And, it goes to my boss, his staff. That's right. And, right for the organization, not just this year, but down the road.
Is that prorated the way the finances and the salaries have been prorated the other way? Like, is a game of MLB this year going to be a game and a half or a game and 3/4 or something like that? I knew it.
I'm just trying to get my guys out to stay healthy and going ways on the field so we don't put too many people out there just to start with at one time. And ultimately, we're just doing pitchers and catchers the first 3 days, so we'll be able to stagger that. Each of them come in at a certain time and open from there. So it's kind of crazy, but we, like I said, Josh, I've talked to Kyle one time, and we've talked with the coach and stuff.
In 1 mile, keep right to merge onto M10 south toward I-696 East.
Hopefully it'll work out for us. This is new. It's something that we haven't had to do. So it's entertaining, and it's also been a pain, but we're just trying to get it done.
What do you think of the extra inning rule?
Well, I like it just because of the situation we're in. I know they've done it in minor leagues, and I've kind of watched that stuff. My son's managed. I've seen some of his games online where they do it. It's interesting. I mean, I think we all hate those games that go 15 and 16 innings. Nobody seems to get a hit, something like that forever. So, this is a definite way to end the game a little quicker and keep all the pressure off your pitches, which does help.
Michael Anderson. And he kind of shook his head. He goes, "You totally blew me away with an Anthony Bourdain news." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, I friggin' love the guy." And I was like, "You do?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why? I don't know that much about him." They're like, "Oh." And then somebody else, I forget who, chimed in the conversation, and they just talked about how much this person, for whatever reason, either influenced them or how much they enjoyed him on CNN, through his books, through everything. Parts unknown with Anthony Bourdain, and the fact that he took his own life, and of course, that has all sorts of loaded messages along with it in terms of his ability or inability to stay happy. And so I got to be honest, I've read a little bit about Anthony Bourdain. I've watched some of his programs since he died, and just to kind of like, for lack of a better term, Stoney, get it, because I didn't get Anthony Bourdain when he was alive, and so it's fascinating to me to learn about this man who affected so many other men and women, but particularly men. I feel like a lot of more men than women were affected by Anthony Bourdain.
He loved Detroit. The weird, some of the unique food places here, and he loved hanging out here because he loved those type of the tough places that people wouldn't go to. Whether it was the other side of the world or it was here in Detroit.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if there's people like that in your life that, and I guess pop culture or music, but even just sports to some extent, although it doesn't have to be sports, where you almost like you got to know them post-death, and that, Dickens, Shakespeare, understanding that if you're going to go way back in time, it's going to be those people, but people who you were contemporaries of or you were alive during your life, or when they were gone, that's when you started to get it. Or people you just kind of missed out on. 248-539-9797 is both the telephone number and the ticket next. Like, who are guys who you kind of missed out on? Or women. I mean, guys or women or whatever. It doesn't have to be a man, but this is such a singular person. And he has such a profound impact on so many people. It's really interesting to see.
I guess for me, I really haven't picked up on it, to figure it out, why people felt this way, because that, time of music per se, I wasn't into, or whatever reason, I never developed a liking for a lot of it. It was Kurt Cobain, and not to just pick on people who committed suicide, but, the fascination with him. I listened to some of the songs, that was fine, but the adoration, people just loved and just unbelievable, feelings for him. I never got, still don't get a little bit, but that's something I kind of want to more, shall I say,
Take exit
pick up
7 at 153.
Yeah, that's actually, in my mind, a really interesting one, because I remember that the day he died too, and similarly, I mean, I was in college when Nirvana really blew up, and so they were kind of the soundtrack of some of my college years. But I'm just like you in that when he died, I was like, oh, that's too bad. What a great band. And that was about the extent of my deep dive into Kurt Cobain. And then I remember the very next day I was at I'll just say a work type event, and somebody was there wearing a Kurt Cobain t-shirt. And I just looked at this person and I thought, phony. You're a phony. I mean, I don't know why I thought that about this person, but if I tell you who this person is off the air, you'll probably agree with me. But I just thought it was a phony act. Like this person's trying to be all affected by Kurt Cobain and pretending like this had this deep, profound. And who was I to say that, right? What a jerky thing for me to say. Because it's not as if he had some deep, profound impact on me, but I just never quite got it. I mean, to me, he was a musician, and no. If that guy had worn it, Stoney, I would have thought it was a little bit more legit.
Okay.
But nevertheless, it was, he was really popular for a really short amount of time and clearly impacted a large number of people. And I just didn't get it. I didn't get why the impact was that. Maybe you and I aren't so profoundly impacted by anybody, or Or it's only by people who live a really long time.
Well,
Maybe that's the problem.
well, there's people that, you know,
Take the exit.
well, here's the thing, he died,
Onto
like,
Kirkwood Avenue.
way before I was even into it, but when you do research and listen to stuff, like Buddy Holly, but I like that type of music. It's like, here's another one. And it's me, look, being guilty of missing a whole form of music, you know, being the white piece of crap that I can be sometimes.
Tupac.
Yeah,
In half a
exactly.
mile,
Yeah.
turn
I mean,
right onto Staten
I
Island
appreciate the art of the music for some of it, Snoop Dogg and things,
Yeah.
but Tupac, I completely missed the boat, and I kind of feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, 248-539-9797 is the telephone or the ticket text. Let's go to Lenny and Davison, your 97 on a ticket.
Hey guys, for me it's Johnny Cash. I saw Walk the Line, and it's right after I saw Walk the Line, I was like, Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon did a real good job with that movie, and I was like, man, I love this music, and then I started researching him, and I think he died in like 2003. I was alive, but I never really, I heard of him, but I didn't know what he was about, and man, after that movie, I bought all his albums and everything, and just, I love his music, even now, it's just great.
I mean, I always, obviously, because I'm older and in that part of my life, Johnny Cash, I actually own, I wish I still had all my old 45s. I had the 45 of a boy named Sue. And then, you know, some of the other stuff, you know, that he did, I knew a little bit of. But actually,
At the stop sign,
got to credit,
turn
you know,
right
Pat
onto
Caputo, the Ring of Fire, you know, one of the great songs of all time. There really wasn't even a Johnny Cash original, I don't believe. But, you know, Caputo used to play that all the time. And, you know, he was a big Johnny Cash guy.
At the stop
You know,
sign,
Johnny
turn
Cash
left onto
died
Dayton
after the
Avenue.
movie came
Then
out,
turn
correct?
right
I
onto
believe-
Staten Island Avenue.
I believe Walk the Line came out and Johnny Cash was still alive. Is that correct?
I don't know. If he died in 2003, like the caller suggests, I would say the answer to that would be no. But I don't remember exactly when
Okay.
Mr. Cash passed away.
But he is, when you see
At the
interviews
stop
and see his
sign,
performances,
turn right onto Staten
man,
Island Avenue.
Joaquin
Then
Phoenix,
the
who now has
destination is
won
on
an
your
Oscar,
left.
he was so ripping good as Johnny Cash. I think that was the same year that Jamie Foxx won for Ray Charles, so maybe that's why. But man, Johnny Cash was so good.
I think for this topic, it's even more than music. It's things to me that you just were not really interested in. People became obsessed with how great people were, and because you didn't like the actual art form, if you want to call it. For instance, I mean, he's legendary. But Tony Hawk, I mean, okay, he does a skateboard, okay? But, you know,
Yeah.
should he be the unbelievable superstar that he is? I guess people love him.
Well, he is.
I know.
You
I don't get
can't
it.
sit
but
there and
that's-
second guess it.
No,
So
I know.
For the people in that realm,
Exactly.
he's their guy,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
248-539-9797.
I'm Jason Waller, founder of Power Home Solar, America's fastest growing solar energy company. During these trying times, losing your power is not an option. So we partnered with Generac to create America's superpower in home energy and backup.